Good morning, everybody. Lee Brower here, and welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Monday. I am grateful to be here, and I am glad to be here. Imagine you're sitting in the airport. The flight's late. You're getting a little frustrated. You've got to be someplace. You're hoping to get there on time. You're wondering what's going on, but then you hear the voice of someone that's working for the airlines that says, "Ladies and gentlemen, our flight is late today. We'd like to apologize for the weather." And what just happened in that moment? What happened to your emotions? You go, "Oh my gosh, did they do something?" You just have those same feelings as if they did something wrong, because that's when you apologize, is when somebody does something wrong. Now think about you as a leader. When are you apologizing when you could have said thank you? Just like that airline employee could have said, "Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your understanding. The weather is bad, as you can see." Then they're reinforcing good behavior. If I own a company and I'm onboarding too heavily and the culture of the company starts to fall apart, I may have a tendency to walk in and say, "I'm so sorry, I've been bombarding you. I shouldn't have done this. I should be doing this." That's wrong. No, maybe I've kept the company alive. Maybe I didn't communicate as well as I have, but where I missed it is I missed the opportunity to express gratitude. To express gratitude for their grit, their determination, their loyalty, for who they are. And they'll go home that night and they'll say, "The boss came in and thanked me for my grit, my loyalty, my determination." And the next time, if I'm slow on following through with the gratitude or letting them know what's going on, in all likelihood, they're going to respond with those characteristics that we reinforced when we brought them in and said thank you. Now start thinking, saying sorry has become so automatic these days that it's almost used and received with very little weight. So if we can be more sparing with our apologies, then our apologies will seem more genuine. I think it applies as parents. We apologize too much to our kids when we could be saying thank you to reinforce good behavior. I think it happens with our colleagues, our friends. We try to be polite, and so we're saying, "I'm sorry." The key word, really, there are times when we definitely need to apologize, isn't there? There are those times. But usually it's because of intentionality. If I intentionally do something, if I intentionally am late on purpose, then maybe I need to apologize. But if something happened along the way, coming in and saying, "Thank you for your understanding. The traffic was horrible. I did my best to get here. Thank you for your understanding, your patience with me." You see, we can reinforce, as we reinforce gratitude, we can also reinforce good behavior in the people that we're expressing that with. It's very powerful. And as leaders, one of our top responsibilities is to protect gratitude. Let's not jump into that space of scarcity. So let's try this week. Try to see if we can't spare some apologies and add more gratitude, more genuine gratitude. So try a new strategy of only apologizing when the apology is merited. At all other times, when you're just trying to be polite, try expressing your gratitude and appreciation for others instead. Thank them for being, if they're inconvenienced, slightly inconvenienced, then move on. But I think it's a very powerful, especially in today's environment, very, very powerful. Now, I dedicate this Meaningful Monday to the lobby ambassador at the JW Marriott in Miami. His name is Mauricio Leite. He's from Brazil. And it's because of his actions and his interest in what he was that I told him I would focus in on this, because he said he was going to watch my Meaningful Monday this week and wanted to learn more about gratitude and saying "I'm sorry." So this one's for you, Maurice. Keep doing the great job you're doing. And for all of us, let's look for those opportunities where we can influence people with gratitude. Have a meaningful week. Make this a meaningful week. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.